Welcome to Electronic Lab Interface Basics by Healthcare Integrations. Interfaces come in many different shapes and sizes, but today we'll focus on a generic bidirectional laboratory interface. A provider's workflow without an electronic interface looks something like this. First, the provider places a lab order in the electronic medical record system. The phlebotomist takes a sample from the patient, and then a requisition is handwritten and attached to the sample. Then the sample is sent to the lab. Once the laboratory receives the sample, an accessioner reviews the handwritten requisition and enters the information into the laboratory information system, known as the LIS. Now, we've all had the experience of receiving a prescription that's barely legible that we hand off to a pharmacist. As you might imagine, differences in penmanship can often cause missing information or even incorrect information to be entered into the system. In contrast, there are many benefits to an electronic interface, not least of which is that there's less paperwork for the provider and the lab. Less paperwork means less manual data entry, which means less bad handwriting, which means fewer errors. And the final result, faster processing and higher accuracy for everyone involved. So, how do we begin? An interface usually begins its life as an agreement between the lab and the provider. They both see the need and benefit of transitioning to an electronic interface, and together they contact the interface team. The interface team will then reach out to the EMR vendor and request a quote for a new interface. Since the laboratory is usually responsible for at least part of the interface costs, administration must be contacted and approval must be received before proceeding. After approval, the payment is sent to the EMR vendor and a discovery call can be set up. The discovery call will help you build your team, which in turn will build your interface. During the discovery call, initial housekeeping is completed. It's during this call that key players are identified, recurring meetings are scheduled, and specifications are traded. Managed by the interface team, project details such as budgets and timeframes are established, and it's decided how connections to the different systems will be made. And with that, you're on your way to the finish line. Once work is completed, the medical director will review and approve, development code will be moved into production, and the EMR vendor and clinic should be notified. And that covers the basics. If you'd like to learn more, or if we can help you with your interface needs, please get in touch with Healthcare Integrations. We'd love to hear from you. And thanks for watching.